So right now we are working on some questions. This is just kind of like the layout of Worthwhile.
Everything will be linked down below. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel.
Hi.
I have my sister here. And today we are talking about what does it take to kind of brand oneself. Specifically, what it took to really brand my sister's brand called Worthwhile.
Yeah, that is quite a story in and of itself, but we're just gonna see how much I can actually really spit out because there's a lot that actually goes into it.
What is the idea behind Worthwhile?
Alright, so the idea behind Worthwhile actually kind of stems from everything that I kind of always struggled to believe growing up. So the whole message of Worthwhile is believing that you're not only good enough, but you're actually more than good enough, hence the name Worthwhile, because we're not just good enough, we're worthwhile. And so I felt like the name Worthwhile kind of suited my message and what exactly I wanted to always get across, because for me personally, believing that I was good enough was always something that I have always struggled with. Even to this day, I still struggle with it, but I felt like if other people feel that way, maybe there's more than just being good enough. Maybe there's actually believing that you're actually worth it, whatever it is that you feel like you need to define as it of what you're actually worthy of, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Cool.
Second question is, what really made you want to make Worthwhile into like a brand? And then how did that kind of like slowly process into what it is right now?
Okay, well, it actually honestly first started off as like a cute little hobby of mine, because at first, when I very first started blogging, it was actually called a different name. It was called Uncaged Freedom. All my OGs know exactly what I'm talking about. But anyways, it started off as like a quick little brand, and it just kind of became eventually into some things that I was like, okay, I don't want this to just be something that I kind of do on the side. I actually want to make this into a full-time career. So I started Googling, I started watching all kinds of YouTube videos. I've had like notebooks upon notebooks just like stacked with information. He can testify. There's like a crap ton of stuff right there in the corner that you guys obviously can't see, of all the stuff that I have to get ready for actually making this like official even more. But it really just kind of started off at first as a hobby, but I wanted to make it into a brand because I fell in love with it. I have always wanted to feel like I did something that was more than just what I could do for myself. It's actually like, no, hey, like this is my story, but like it's something that you can relate to. It's something that can actually help you in the long run through, you know, a biblical perspective.
So, since you mentioned all that stuff.
Yes.
The
eyesore.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why it's off camera.
Yeah.
What is all the stuff that is off camera that you're kind of like hoping for to make more official, I guess, Worthwhile?
Okay, so right now it's a whole bunch of office stuff, which if you guys stay tuned to the end of this video, you'll find out that I'm going to be posting something on my channel. So if you want to figure out exactly what a little bit more of that is, stay tuned for that. But all of this is basically kind of like all of like my store items I'm hoping to sell more of. For right now, I just have like a very small quantity at the moment, but everything in this corner is basically kind of like, think of it as like my workstation. Like it's not only going to be the place of where I am going to be filming YouTube videos and making blogs, but it's also going to be where I hope to ship out orders and actually write books one day and do more things of what I love.
And the last question before you wrap up this entire video is, what, if you can share, what things do you have kind of in the future going forward that you could share?
Okay, so things that I have coming in the future. So obviously stickers, mugs, journals. I hope to eventually try to work on an ebook, but mainly for in the future, there's going to be a lot of bombarding you guys with so much love and truth about God, learning to love yourself, learning what it actually means to actually grow your faith. In a nutshell, that's really what is to be coming. So stay tuned for that, because it's going to be freaking awesome. Going to be pretty lit.
And the last thing.
Okay.
What the heck is that?
Yes, the other section of the eyesore that actually did happen to make it onto camera. That is a very special something that is going to be in part 2, which is actually part 1 of my YouTube channel. So
That makes perfect sense.
I know it did.
Okay.
But yeah, no, that is my desk that I have. So if you want to see me film all of that and put it together and possibly lose a toe or two, then stay tuned for my video.
And that's the end of the video. So
Yes.
if you liked it, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Yes.
Do you want to say hi real quick to the